Hey, you right guys, Truth Much is Joey, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 21 of Glee Season 4, which is of course the penultimate episode to Season 4. Very curious how they're going to wrap up this season. I feel like the big plot point that they've got going on at the moment is who's catfishing Ryder. That's really about it, so that's a bit sad, but that just says a lot about Glee Season 4, I guess, in a nutshell. It's like, it's fine, but no one really cares or really wanted it. So, yeah, episode 21, guys. If you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. Of course, if you want early and uncut reactions to Glee, then the link to the Patreon page will be down below by the time this one's on YouTube. We should be a few episodes into Season 5 on Patreon. So, yeah, for now, let's do this.
That I had my call back for Funny Girl this morning.
Wait, did you get Fanny Bryce?
Not yet.
Yeah, fine, just allergies.
Allergies, right. Of course he's about to tear up to that. You know, if he wasn't so weird and creepy, he would genuinely be a really good character, because that's... I don't hate the idea of a teacher, like, hyping up his students and, like, being happy for him and all that shit. Like, that's great. Like, that in and of itself is actually a good character, but they just make him this creepy, overstepping... Look at him.
Alright guys, Brittany is at MIT touring the campus because she's got an early acceptance.
That can't be true.
Oh, is that where she was? Right.
I re-proposed to Emma.
When the girls were performing during Guilty Pleasures Week, you used those googly, thyroid-conditioned eyeballs of yours and ogled me like I was a Taiwanese streetwalker.
There was an envelope waiting for me.
Yeah.
Inside was news that I got accepted into the Brooklyn Film Academy.
Right.
Are you serious?
Yes, actually I am, but you know what? I'm not going.
Why? Well, this will be a storyline, I guess. This should be really interesting. Oh, we just caught a plane here. Cool.
Also a perfect excuse to come.
Because, you know, they're all rich behind the scenes.
Lucky for me, there are a few other people.
Ew. God, is Artie actually alright? Well, I was told on Discord that Kevin hates Artie. The actor hates his character. I mean... What the fuck? Walking Dead? What is happening?
Seemed like the perfect Stevie song to celebrate Artie getting his acceptance letter.
Oh my god.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Kitty.
Oh, well, maybe if you put in your performance.
Okay, Kitty. What the fuck just happened?
Hashtag Glee hates girls. And what are you here to lecture
Hashtag
about?
Glee hates girls.
My dad has cancer.
Thanks, Tina.
Oh, I can't be honest.
Kitty in the back.
New York isn't exactly wheel-friendly unless you're a bike messenger. And why are you being so nice? Why do you even care?
Duh,
She's
I'm
not
trying to
being
be
nice. She's
I
being a
like to switch it up and be
knobhead.
predictable. Sometimes I'm sweet, sometimes I'm
Oh wait,
sweet.
we're having happy music for Kitty. Oh, okay.
I know how important you are to your mom, but you'd be amazing in film school.
Is it bad? I wish we kind of saw Mercedes' story a bit. Like,
Yeah, don't change the brand.
like we're focused so much on Rachel. It's like I actually want to see a bit of Mercedes doing her dreams or whatever.
So what's going on?
But
with
no.
you two? Because it was pretty boy on boy heavy at the wedding.
We're not together.
Wow.
I love how they just like, right, sad music, go.
And stop being so scared, and that includes you, Kurt. I know what you're going through, and this was for you, baby. And Marley.
She's a sick teacher.
Don't be stingy with those rhymes.
Let's go. What happened to Sugar, by the way? Did she just die? What happened to Quinn? Does anyone remember Quinn? Who's this character with the gel in his hair? Blaine? I think Blaine. That brings back memories. Blaine. We all wanted a Mercedes solo, let's be honest. You did not have her in for like 20 apps. Yeah, Mercedes carried that entire song, but whatever. I'll go,
Big, deep,
I'll go an
breath
8.
and remember
Actually,
forever.
7.5. I don't really like the
You
song,
and
to be
me,
honest.
You're featured dancers. You're an amazing singer. You've got sick dance moves.
And you're sexy as hell.
We think you're Glee Club's secret weapon.
See thumbs waiting for some upper class.
Trust me, Jake, out of all the new characters, you are the only reasonably good one.
You know, Jesus
Marley,
walked in the
kind
Bible
of.
somewhere. Do not hide your light.
Oh no, Unique as well. But Unique was last season, I keep forgetting this.
I am barely keeping it together.
Oh!
Can you just knock it off, please, and sit down?
And then the entrance.
Hey, Doc. That's a good word.
You're saying he's cured?
We prefer in remission, but in layman's terms, yeah.
Wow. GG's.
Hey, looks like I picked the right shirt, huh, buddy? Come on, man.
That's what he's saying to that. I got the right shirt, you were wrong. Ha.
Thank you. Having old people sex with Carol.
Okay.
I'm not gonna miss it.
Old people sex with Carol. Well, try what's he doing, man? Wait, inside of you? Fuck? For sure that's incest. Did I read somewhere that the actor like was alright for one of the episodes of Euphoria or something? Could be wrong on that. Oh! How the fuck does one even get that stance? Oh, here we bloody go.
Isn't little Miss David Schwimmer rolling to watch you blow your first big Broadway audition?
Dang, no.
In the meantime, I'm going to change your midterm to tomorrow morning.
What?
You heard me, David. 6 a.m.
Wow.
tomorrow morning, you will perform the solo.
I don't get this idea of just, I'm going to be a strict teacher just for the sake of it. No, you just come across as an actual knob.
Known human.
Just be like, yeah, no worries, go for it. Like, I ain't going to get in the way. Sorted, there.
this week is
A
about
decent
wonderful
human being.
things,
But no, why would
I
we
wanna
do that?
celebrate a wonderful
You can't outdance Mike. Come on, it's Harry. You try and outdance him, you're gonna get slapped down. Jake's got such a good voice, like, compared to the other new characters for sure. I think he's got the best voice as well. His best character, best voice. Oh, did I not read curse? I got 8 for curse, by the way. I don't know why I forgot to rate. Yo, what the fuck? This one's definitely an 8. He's got, again, I didn't love the song. But his vocals are, like, sick, so. Oh, this is what we'll get for story then, I guess.
I'd say let's have another go, Mercedes, but honestly...
Oh, who's he? Oh, what's he from? Why the fuck have we not seen Mercedes' story? That alone sounds like a much more interesting story than half the shit we've had this season.
Hey, Artie.
Oh my god, your mum's from Sons of Anarchy, are you? What the fuck?
Your mom's completely on board.
Dead to me. Boom. Dead to me season 2.
I'm gonna tip you over.
They are not getting the tone right with these scenes at all, with this shitty harmonica, like I sat on a porch in a farm tending to the cows.
I don't understand.
This is Niada. We are the best of the best.
You
to make
ain't.
no mistake, we
You ain't.
crush you to get the role ourselves. And this is big news.
Right.
You've danced your way through the fire all year, and you're still standing tall. So
If I was one of the students, I'd be cringing at this teacher. I'd be like,
midterm so you can kick some
what a twist. You got me. Well done. Do you remember when she slept with Brody? Oh my god. Yeah, I'll go with 6.5. That was the most mediocre song I've heard. Wow, it was all a twist. She was actually hyping her up.
At least I was true to myself.
Love
And you will
that.
have gotten there by taking, you know what's coming, the higher ground.
Okay, well, how about you just show up and let Mercedes have a speech? Heyo. Let's go. GG's. I go 8.5. Again, I don't really love the song personally, but Mercedes slapped, to be fair. Nice.
I thought maybe you could wear it at work to show your support for gay marriage.
Let's
Really
go.
sweet. Because assuming...
Look at him chucking it straight on.
I wanted to formally ask for your permission
Oh.
to ask Kurt to marry me.
Wait, what? Like, now?
So, you're saying that you're...
No, he's gonna say
with
no.
me asking for his hand.
No, of course not. No,
Ye-
you're still kids. Did you learn anything from Finn and Rachel?
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
are
say.
completely different.
Whatever. It's not the same as living together. Wayne, listen.
I do kind of agree. Like, I think they should get married,
Come here.
but they're still in high school, like...
When two people love each other, like you two do, everything works out.
And it will, they'll get married at the end. And there'll be a Blaine and Kurt wedding for sure. Ooh!
I got a little jam I'm gonna sing for all y'alls, and you best believe it's gonna be sung with, say what?
Oi, stop!
You're gonna get it. I know you will, Rachel.
Well, fair enough. Yo, I thought she was gonna... Yo, my heart stopped for a second. That's like...
Will you maybe stick around for regionals?
Oh, yeah.
At least we're gonna ask him to marry him.
Mercedes and I already talked about
They haven't even had a
Stick around and
conversation, like,
press on in the
since...
competition.
Well, like, halfway through the season. I'm not kidding, are you? Just mates now, like, what the fuck? Cool. I'll give that song a 6. I felt like all the songs with that one, it's like everyone's vocals were good, but the songs were just not for me. I didn't really like any of those songs. I think Mercedes absolutely slapped whenever she was singing, and same with Jake, like he was really strong. But again, it's just more so like with me with the ratings, it's always like, do I actually like this song? Taking away their vocals from it, do I personally like the song as well? And none of those really did for me. But yeah, there we go, guys. That is episode 21 of Glee season 4. The penultimate episode, so we got, is it regionals section? I don't even know. I think it's regionals. Next episode, so I'm actually excited for that. I think it's about time we have to have a nice competition to kind of go to end the season off with. But this one was alright. I did change my rating from the last episode. I think I gave it a 6 originally. I changed it to like a 5.5 or something like that. Because the more I thought about that episode, the more I just actually hated it. This is a bit better than the episode, but still not great. Like, I felt like the best part was definitely Mercedes' story of like, well, her coming back anyway was great and her singing was nice to see, but the story of her like wanting to, or having this record deal, but then they're like wanting to do all these photo shoots or put someone else on the cover, and this whole idea of like wanting her voice but not actually her as a person, and like she's done all these songs and it's like her story through all the songs and stuff. I love that story, and like I really wish we'd had like a whole season of that. Like I would watch an entire season of Mercedes kind of on her own, just doing her thing, and that story that we kind of got just in this episode kind of spread out. Not every episode of the season, because that would have been like too much, of course, and I don't know if you can have that story last over an entire season. You'd have to add other things into it, of course, but at least replacing half of the other shit we've had with this season. I don't know if the actress of Mercedes like didn't want to be on the show as much, or she was like busy doing other things, so that's why she hasn't been in it as much, or I'm assuming because it is Glee, it was simply the writers just didn't know what to do with her, so just kind of pushed her aside and were like, okay, well, we've got New York with Rachel and Kurt and Santana, so we need to focus on those, and then we've got everyone in Glee Club, so we've still got those, so we can't really have a third story. But for me, I would much rather see Mercedes have that story that she had here over, like I say, most of the other shit, like Brody being a sex worker. Didn't really care for that or anything. Well, most of Rachel's been, like, story-wise, it's been fine. Same with Finn. But they've had, like, episodes where I'm just like, you could really just cut this out and it wouldn't make a difference to me at all. And replace it with Mercedes. Like, so she was the best part of the episode, by far. Everything else was kind of mediocre. Like, you had Artie's story of, like, being worried about going to New York, which I think... Oh, no, actually, there was one other good story, actually, which I'll get into in a sec. But Artie's idea of being scared to go to New York because, you know, he'd be scared and he'll be leaving his mum behind and all that stuff. I like it, but I just felt like they rushed through it really quickly and they tried to have like this bond between Kitty and Artie, and it just felt so rushed and it didn't really work for me at all. And the fact that I'm kind of I don't like Artie at the moment, like that didn't help at all either, considering again what happened last episode. Kurt and Blaine, that's the story that I liked, you know. Again, Bert being in remission I think is great, of course, because we all love Bert, but I just feel like the show's not even mentioned anything to do with him having cancer since right at the start of the season where Kurt left to go. I mean, they might have mentioned it actually in the Christmas episode halfway through the season, so I could be wrong on that, but from what I remember, I think they did mention it in the Christmas episode, to be fair. But again, they've not like brought it up or anything like that, so I genuinely forgot. And then here is like in remission, which is great. I mean, it is fine, but that's just the one thing. It's like I wish they kind of mentioned it a few more times in the season, just to show that like Kurt's still worrying about it, it's still on his mind, or just him calling his dad to talk about it, kind of thing. Little things like that, I think would have just benefited more with the story, but it wasn't bad. Then Blaine kind of asking Bert if he can marry Kurt. I think it's great that Blaine wants to do that, especially like considering it's like legal, or at this point it was like legal in whatever state this is, I forget where it's set. But I do agree with Bert, like he's literally still in high school. Blaine is like, they've got a lot to go, and they've not even really made up. I feel like they're friends at the moment, but they're not together. So him just coming out with "Do you want to marry me?" Without them even really working on their relationship a bit, considering what happened, I feel would have been a mistake. So I'm kind of glad Bert talked him out of it. Like, not saying they shouldn't get married at some point. Like, I'm sure that will happen maybe in season 6 or towards the end of season 5. But I do agree that they have a lot to go before they even get to that point, because they've not even got back together or anything like that. So I know they hooked up at the wedding, but that was really about it. So Rachel, get ready for our audition in the next episode. It was what it was. I wasn't too fussed about that, to be honest. Harry came to do some dancing, which was fine. Yeah, it was just, I mean, it was all like fine. I feel like, again, Artie's was fine. Kurt's was fine, but it could have just been added more onto it, really. The only story that I genuinely thought was really good was Mercedes, and that was a very small amount of the episode. So overall, I'm going to go a 6.6 out of 10. I think it was an okay episode. Not the best, or maybe even the weakest penultimate episode that they've had out of the show so far. So hopefully the finale at least ends strong for this season, because the last few episodes have been a bit like, or the last three now including this one, have been very kind of mediocre, to be honest. So we shall see. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and enjoy. Let me thought the episode down below in the comments, and I'll see you next time for episode 22, the finale. We'll have the character tier list as well in that video, which will be fun to do. Until then, guys, take care. Peace.